Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hi. Yeah, I was digging around, putting the blankets and stuff away, and I found where these guys fell to. So, not the usual look, is it? I like the fact that it's so white that it holds my white hair. Hey, Brazzy. Well, if I have to do chemo, I might as well get used to these a plop on, a plop offs, as a coworker used to call them, or as I call them, a hair hat. So, maybe tomorrow I'll dig out I have a longer one. I like the longer one. It's pretty. This isn't even adjusted to my head, so hopefully it doesn't fall off. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. I had speech to text going on something. I'll go back to that later. But yeah. I think $25 at Walmart. Not Walmart. Amazon. I gotta get used to see, got one of them elastic things to help hold it in place, but it's definitely not where it should be. Where's the other one? Hold on. Larry, please do not eat the paper. I take the paper with me. Yeah. I gotta find my long pen. Cat. Gotta find my long pens and brush this puppy out. It needs some very tender care. It fell off the hook and has been rummaging around on the top of the what do you call it? Those drawers. So I gotta slowly comb it out. But I really like this one. And again, it's another ombre. I got it off Walmart. There's the head. My ones that I really love, I got from Wig Types, and I don't find them anymore. They're like a human Remy hair blend. Yeah. Oh, you poor unfortunate soul. What's nice about the white one is I don't have to be so god awful picky of all the little baby hairs that hang down. So that doesn't show up much. But yeah, I really like this one. I've got so many wigs in a box. But yeah, anything silver like with the ombre still hides the white baby hairs. So gotta get some pens. I gotta put it in here so I can slowly brush this out. And then I have it sitting on what I call the Festivus pole. I have a pole we took out when we threw away our old tent, our old cabin tent, thanks to a golden retriever who decided to walk through the door. It sits on a nice little wooden base about this big. Hey, buddy, about this big, and it just sits there, and it sits there with the Christmas tree. So, because it's Festivus for the rest of us. So now my favorite dark one is I had to work on detangling it. Made the mistake of letting the now 11-year-old, when she was about 6, wear it and play with it so she could have long hair like her mother. So that one's gonna take some work. I also got to trim this down. It's too long in front. So yeah, I've got gray ones. I've got black ones. I've got a lot of brown ones. I've got a little bit of everything. Wig types is where they're usually not that expensive. You can find your extensions. You can find your add-ons. I really have a problem finding a color. What in heaven's name are they moving? As you can tell, we have sunshine today, which I was so glad to find. I need to put you on a pole. Nah. Yeah, it's good and long. I gotta comb out this side. Get it on the pole with the pins in it so it doesn't fall off the styrofoam head. And get it all brushed out. It's just got the this side needs to be brushed bad. I can tell which side it fell on. It's got the whatever this is called with the things to adjust it with to hold it in place better. But I did learn not to get a wig too tight because it hurts your sinuses. Yeah. Thanks. I figure if I've got chemo, I hope I don't. I really don't want it at all. I might have to learn to wear these. I used to wear these a lot. The 9-year-old has no problem with me in a wig. The 4-year-old does. So, yeah. But I like the ombre colors. So it still kind of hides my gray. Yeah, I gotta work on brushing this out after this. I need more little wig heads for these puppies. I think I've trimmed the bangs on that one, just not this one. So I don't like wigs that are just parted and straight because it's really, you can always see that little piece. So I have to have bangs, but these bangs are way too long. So I gotta trim them because I do not have that big of a forehead. And really my forehead should be right about there, and it's just too long. And thanks, Sandy. Said I gotta figure if I gotta have chemo, I might as well give this a start. I'm hoping not. Hopefully this wig doesn't just spring itself right off my head. It probably is going to because it's not tight. I can feel it moving. Yeah. Kind of, I don't know how people can handle so much hair. This gets warm. I would wear these a lot in the wintertime when I could. Because it kept my head warm without having to wear a hat. But the 4-year-old's just not thrilled with it. So I got to get it all situated. I don't even have it really taped in. Clipped in. I don't even know if this one has clips, so I'd have to probably add some combs to it. But yeah, I don't know how you all have so much hair and not sweat to death. Good Lord. My head's hot. This thing does lose. It's synthetic. So I'm supposed to be able to curl it, I guess. She does have a Little Mermaid, little princess sleep gown. And she does watch The Little Mermaid. Or as my oldest used to call it, because we had to watch it a gazillion times, Kiss the Girl. We had to watch Kiss the Girl over and over again. I don't feel cool, but I feel like a necessity. Yeah, I used to have so much hair, and then as I got older, I should have paid attention to my birth mother's head when I was younger, but I didn't. I might have started and looked into things that saved it. But my doctor said this also could be either my hair loss could be a form of alopecia, or even an autoimmune thing. So I have to cut this thing. That's next on the list is dermatologist on my hair. Is that the wig? See, this is gonna bug me. That little thing that just not sitting where it's, if it sits where it's supposed to, I can't see. Sit there like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. Hey, Crafty, how you doing, sweetheart? Just prepping for in case I have to go through chemo. So, no, this catches on. Yeah, I've got to trim this. This catches on the eyelashes. So, yeah, I don't know how people can calmly wear wigs every day. I can't. I got to keep it out of my face. Even if it just stays away from my eyes, I'm good. Yeah, I've worn them several times, but this is usually I have my hair all plastered down, with a gazillion clips, and I have trimmed the front end of it. Yeah, I just wear baseball hats, or cadet hats. I wear a lot of cadet hats because that brim is small enough. It doesn't, because I am so short to see over the hood of my car. I have to sit up high enough. Well, then if I have my Appeal to Heaven hat. Ow! Well, that was my own eyelash. My Appeal to Heaven hat, the brim's too big, and God, ugh. Yeah, it's gonna get cut as soon as I'm done here. It's gonna get cut. Yeah, I'm pretty much that now. I just don't have a lot of hair. That's the one thing the doctor said. If you do, my own doctor, because he's going through chemo too. If you do go through chemo, it restarts your hair again. And I'm like, okay, I might have hair to the end of my days if I do that. And it's not that I'm gonna run out and do it just because, but I have to go see a dermatologist after all this is done. Get this repaired and the heart repaired and the dermatologist. And by that point, all my stuff will be paid for. So I'm just gonna take advantage of it and see if I can get as much done again next year as I can. So, but yeah. Oh, I told you guys that the blanket is gonna go to the Goodwill. Told you I'd show it to you. I'm keeping the basket though. I like the basket. But this puppy. It's going to Goodwill. It's got the cutest little RVs and stuff on it. So somebody at Goodwill will like it. But I just need to let it go. So, yep, new year, new hair, new. Yeah, it's going. I made it for him because he was getting ready to. He left IT. That was too stressful. A couple of heart attacks later, stents, whatever, and he got fifth wheeler, and he did some temporary work in different places, and so he's traveling around in his fifth wheeler. So for camping, I made him a blanket. And because everybody at camping has a 9-foot long no-sew blanket to whatever they like, and this thing fit perfect on his bed up above, and so I got it back. No, I can't. I thought about it, but I can't, because then I would, someone will either steal it, or I would be reminded constantly. He's already scattered where the fifth wheeler sat, and he's already scattered where he beat the ever-living tar out of our splitting mall. I mean, he was taking out aggressions. for I don't know what. But yeah, it's a good thing we have a backup splitting mall. Because, yeah, we were all sitting there watching him going, holy shit, he's pissed at something. So, yeah, take it to the Goodwill and get it out of here. Just next spring, he's going to oh God, that's too hot. He's going to Columbia, and I'm keeping the bag of my weird ass filtered out the bones out of the ashes. So I knew that I was actually saving parts of him and not his cardboard box or his clothing or whatever they put on it. So because I don't know how people are cremated. Closest thing I've ever seen was yeah. See, that'd be different if it was Keith's clothes. He's, it's like, here, we'll just start using my high school boyfriend's blanket I made him. It might not go over well. So, yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to die first anyway. Yeah. He's once he got his surgery, blood pressure wasn't an issue. Got him off his water pill. I mean, sure, aches and pains and arthritis, but yeah, he'll probably be the one to outlive me, which is fine. I ain't going through this shit again. Yeah. I did that with my Thea stuff. Oh, I finally parted with her stuff last year. She's been gone for close to 20 years now. But yeah, it does. It's one thing if you lose them due to illness or an accident or whatever, but when they do, they control alt delete on their own, and that's even harder. But yeah, my aunt, good God, avid smoker, was not what killed her. That woman smoked till the day she died. Had her sterling silver cigarette box for her Marlboro Reds. And so it still smelled like Mexican spices and cigarette smokes. And so I would just open it up and give it a quick sniff and close the Ziploc bag right again. But I got the nativity scene from her, my great great aunt, and the nativity scene were her parents. So that nativity scene has got to be close to 200 years old. Oh, that would be tough, hon. Yeah, that would be tough. Yeah, because it sparks the memories. My forget what age I was when my dad told me that we had both now outlived his parents, and I was in my 50s. So, yeah. And I don't even know what age my youngest brother is. I have no idea. I guess I should go and see if his Facebook is still up and look on it. I don't ever talk to him. Neither do my other two brothers. Yeah, we watch. There's different milestones we put in our lives that, oddly enough, they tend to be some of the saddest milestones. Because those are the ones that stick with us the most. So, shit, I don't even know what my youngest sister's age is. I know what my older sister's age is because she's 13 months older than I am. But I don't know my younger's. I think she's like 4 years younger than me. I don't know. Last time I looked her up, she was in court for vehicular homicide, double vehicular homicide, DUI. So, yeah. I got to put this in a bag and put it out with all the other shit that's got to go to the Goodwill. A lot of baby toys are going to Goodwill. It's just, I think the only baby toy I'm keeping is that son of a gun cost a fortune. And nowadays is, you remember those red and blue pull apart things, and you put the different shapes into the ball, and then you pull it apart, shake them all out, and do it again. Those suckers 9 years ago were $34. And of course, I kick myself. I look on eBay and someone's selling one for $2. I'm like, really? Oh. Yeah. Oh, God. No shit. Keep my brain occupied. I got. Oh! Speaking of that, where did I put it? Oh. It's not so bad once I can stop fussing with my face, leaving this wig on. I got the dragon mold thingy bobber egg. Okay. There's the size of the egg. So, to my little tiny Burger King hands without any nails, it's probably the tip of my thumb. Thank you. Tomorrow's, I like that one better. But it's longer and heavier. And then here's the little dragon embryos, I guess you could call them. So I don't know if when they're still tacky, put them together. When you take first, they're just tacky enough to take out of the mold, but you don't want to touch them really. Yeah. Hey, Chew. How goes it? Yeah, if it comes out good, I'll let you know. But I'm just wondering, do you just, as soon as they're tacky, how would you stick them together though? Or unless it's just you might be able to, instead of stick them together, have a small space in between. I don't know. I think I'd almost rather do those little wraparound ones inside of the egg if it fit. There went the other wig. Yep. I got 2 more wigs right there. I need little heads for them, but I can't. I don't have lath and plaster. I really can't put put a shelf up to hold them. But I think one of the little coiled up ones would look cuter in this. So yeah. Make sure that at that point they'd have to be really finished curing, completely finished curing, and then do it. So this can be interesting. I got 2 just in case I fuck up one of them. I'll definitely have, by the feeling on the inside, I definitely have to put mold release in it. So shit. Oh, I can't. I don't have Wi-Fi on this thing. Where is it at? Rain alert. Oh my God. After all the snow, where'd it go in the sunshine? I didn't get one in the sunlight? Piss up I swear to God I did. Here is the first one for Renee. In the sunlight, they look really pretty, and I guess my dumbass forgot to get a picture. Thank you, Leslie. I actually have hair, but these bangs are too long for me. They'll drive me bananas. I used to have thick hair at one time. So, no. Just gotta get used to the weight again. I mean, but yeah, that's gonna. Oh yeah, you finally saw the. You finally saw the little crochet thing I sent you. I gotta show you guys this. This is hilarious. Oh, I like the blue. That looks good. I love it. If you're in Washington, they'd give different ideas about me. I sent her this little crochet idea. I saw it on Telegram somewhere. Uh, was it Wig Type has I usually get them off clearance in case I don't like them. But if I do like them, I buy like 2 because I want them to last a while. So yeah, this is $25 off of Amazon. I can turn around and get it again. One of these days, I want to. If I have to wear them enough, I'm gonna have to sew little clips into them because it's the way the wind's going today. Oh shit! Speaking of the way the wind's going today, I walked out. Let's see if it'll right in there. If it's gonna lighten it up too much, is a good chunk of the tree branch. And yeah, let me see. What are dragon clips? Let's see. I don't have any. No, not that. Oh, those are cool. Yeah, this is gonna get me sidetracked. I looked up dragon clips and I got some really cool shit on. I don't think it'd fit his dinosaur head. Yeah. He'd stretch it out. He can't even fit into a regular size hat. He's got one of those. It's like I start calling it dragon or dinosaur head after watching Christopher Titus's thing where he talks about it, him and his wife fighting, and he's like, "Yeah, I get it. Small penis, dinosaur head. Yeah, I get it." So that kind of became. I started calling him a dinosaur head. Him and my youngest, they both. It runs in the family. So yeah, trying to find a fat hat for him or his brother is next to impossible. Whereas me and my oldest, we both wear medium size gloves and regular size hats. So yeah, I gotta remember to get my rings off the dish rack and get them on. But I've been busting my butt trying to get this one pyramid. I was figured I'd have it done yesterday, but since I had the 4-year-old and the 11-year-old over the weekend, I did not get it done. So I have 2 colors left, and if I aim size wise, if I did it the way I want it, it'll have a bottom piece that's black that looks dark. That'll be like a dark purple and blue, alcohol ink with some glitter swirled in together. So I'll just, when I pour them in together, kind of swirl it around, give it like a space look at the bottom. If I plan this time out right, with no sealant, just a smidge of coconut oil. So that should work. But yeah, I'm gonna have that on. What I should do is have the 9-year-old here put this on. I don't think I can get the 13-year-old boy to put it on. No, I got him to put on my black one. And he wasn't exactly thrilled about it, and I'm like, "You look like one of the Ramones." He did. He looked because it was the long bob haircut, and yeah, he looked like one of the Ramones. Yes, I know. Muscle relaxant. I know. Shut off. I can't see you to shut off. There you go. Time to take the old muscle relaxant. Okay, I was planning yesterday I was planning to exercise today. I woke up this morning and went, I still can't my back is so tight. It's like something took my vertebrae and just went, yeah, as tight as you can with nothing in between. And it's just from sitting because I don't normally sit for a 2.5-hour drive. So get through today and I'll be back in shape tomorrow. Yeah, I wish see, I was hoping when I was younger that my hair would naturally come out looking like this. Nope. So he does. Yeah, he does. He likes the song I Want to Be Sedated. So, mhm. The 9-year-old, she must have been about 5. I had to go to the dentist, so Keith brought her. We met at the dentist so he could just take her home so she could watch TV and not be stuck at the dentist. And she got in the car and she told him, she goes, "Play Godzilla, Grandpa." He's like, "Play Godzilla? I don't think I have that game." And she's like, "No, no, Grandma plays it on her phone." And he still wasn't getting it. She goes, "You know, the song Godzilla?" And he goes, "Oh, oh, okay. Yeah." She, yes, her still today, one of her favorite songs is Blue Oyster Cult's Godzilla. And I told him, I said, "Why didn't you put it up on YouTube? She could have at least heard it that way." Her her Spotify song, she's got a song list on Spotify. First song on that song list is Master of Puppets by Metallica. So I thought that was pretty funny. And then, of course, I had to show her the Trivium version, and let her know that, said, if I understood it right, Master of Puppets is about heroin. So, yeah, she started out listening to the Rat Pack as a baby. And then we kind of, well, early baby, when she was tiny, was more like Lorena McKinnon. Some Celtic music, soft, she could sleep, not get too wound up. Then we ventured over to the Rat Pack. And then after the Rat Pack, we went to the 80s butt rock. So, yeah. Her mom likes Led Zeppelin because her grandpa Mike was a big Led Zeppelin fan, and that's what, her mom remembered as a kid. To the point that both the boys, since I had boys, both her oldest brother and her had a CD of Led Zeppelin lullaby music. So, yeah. Yep. Good old Blue Eyes. And Dino, Sammy Davis Jr. And let's see who else was in there. Jerry Lewis wasn't part of the Rat Pack, was he? Part of my brain says yes, part of my brain says no. I don't remember. Yeah. But oh, I know. I don't know if I could, if I still have it or not. I have to turn up. But there's and I don't know if it's a true text message or true tweet or not, but I thought it was absolutely hilarious. So this gal says, "Why can't?" This gal says, "Why can't I find a guy like him, though?" And down below, he says, "Hey." And she's like, "No." And his response was, "I am literally that man in the picture." It's Robert Plant. So I don't know if it's an actual they got the blue check marks. I don't know. But let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, Robert Plant does not look like the picture in the big up top, but we all age. But that was funny. Why can't I find a guy like this? You're about 2 generations and probably 60 years too late. So, yeah. Yeah. It's like, I remember, who was it? Um, oh, piss up a rope. Whoever, I want to say it's the lead singer for Whitesnake, kind of styled himself after Robert Plant. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And the I will say the one lead singer that was not very attractive besides uh Jagger was Daltrey. Not that attractive. He was in a movie with oh darn it. Daltrey was in a movie with Catherine? No, not Catherine. Oh shoot. Not Catherine Bach, but someone who looked really similar. No, it means I'm still playing with the idea of if I have to wear it. Hopefully I don't, but I have honey a box a bin of wigs. I used to wear them when before the 4-year-old came along because I put on a wig one day and she looked at me and she cried. So, but yeah, Sophia, I not yet, but no, I just. But my doctor said your hair kind of gets a restart after chemo. So I'm like, oh, he's like, no, not a reason to go through it and offer to get it. I said, no, 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 I don't want it. But yeah, after the heart's done, this whole side is done and all the rigmarole. Then he said he's going to send me to a dermatologist because it may be an autoimmune system thing. It may be alopecia. I told him I'm pretty sure it's male pattern baldness because of the way it looks just like my 33-year-old's hair loss. Right back there and right here. I mean, the stuff underneath it is still relatively thick. It's just that's just missing. So I hey Ben, how's it going? B3. Yeah. So I don't know. If I do lose my hair, I gotta get used to this shit all over again. I gotta get used to the weight. I think in there, I still got one. I gotta get it back into the box and get in. It's stick straight, uh, with bangs, ombre, which is like the one I just accidentally tossed on the floor because it's too heavy. This isn't it, but it's a lot like this. So see, that's the thing. My thyroid, he's like, well, your thyroid's okay, so but no, I don't know, but um, I do. I gotta see if I can find a place where you will. Oh, goody. KP index is now at 4. Um, I do produce more testosterone than most women. So that might be part of it too. Because that's what my oldest looked at me and said, Mom, she goes, you got too much testosterone. That's what's causing it. I'm like, well, I'll probably stay put. Do not fall off. I do not want to have to rebrush you. So who knows? It's like I told my doctor, you'd think 100% Native American woman would have long, thick hair. I said, nope. Grandma was damn near bald when she died. So, my fate. Yeah. So, we shall see. I mean, if I can. And I can't just, a lot of women could just shave their head. I can't. Because I have a big old divot right in here. Because as a kid, I had a fatty tumor that solidified. And up until, what was it, 6, 7 years ago, it didn't bother me. And it started hurting. So they went in and they took it out. You know how it sounds when they're scraping on your skull? And there's no pain pill that can take it. No, no. Not even sleep. Huh, sure. And why not? You might not be your boss for long, but you will have permission. So, yeah, I saw Rick. I saw a guy who had the little lawnmower tattoo on the back of his head, and the boys were joking about that. And I don't remember which one of them said, "Goes, well, what happens when the hair recedes farther than the lawnmower tattoo? Do you get another one on the other side?" So, yeah, keep listening to what's going on outside. Buried in snow yesterday, like you guys saw the video. Rained this morning. I knew it was worthless to shovel last night, but he did anyway. So I get a kick out of it. People like, well, I want to, you know, I want men and women to be equal. I said, I don't. I want to be the one inside making the cocoa or the, which I got asked to make the other day, etole, while he shovels snow. I'll be inside. So who's Rick? Rick Spicer for Canadian governor. Yeah, I just keep thinking. I haven't looked into that today. What's happened? My neck, this extra weight. I haven't watched much of the news. I'm just tired of the drones. I think I've watched today was. What did I watch today? Nothing really. Was it supposed to be Hi Rick? Yeah. What did I watch? I don't know what the hell I watched today. I listened to the music. It's from a state. It's called Thieves. Yeah, it was a good half foot of snow yesterday. School was delayed by 2 hours. I went to the post office and there was like slush. But yeah, I live at the 2,000-foot level. So when we get snow, it's enough to have to shovel. And this stuff wasn't the light snow. So oh, I shouldn't I? I keep looking for like gray ones because I don't have to put forth any effort, really. Just kind of pull it back and call it good. And see this, since it's not set to fit on my head right, it's not tight enough. It's creeping itself backwards. But my dark one back there. I don't know if I have that picture. No. I can't make it any bigger. Shit. But the picture I have for my whatever it is, chrome here has got me in my dark haired wig. I used to have like reddish chestnut blonde or chestnut brown hair as a kid growing up. And somewhere in a drawer, which I think is a very, very good idea. Mothers of girls, if they want to cut their hair, take a good chunk, keep it. Mom put a rubber band around it or a hair band around it, and I got a piece about that long of what my original hair color was, so that I could take it to a hairdresser so they could get an idea after I had dyed and fried my hair to, God knows whatever color I put in it. So, yeah, I think that's an excellent idea. Somewhere I have the big chunk of the redhead's hair when I would cut her bangs because she couldn't see. She'd always have her hair in her face. So, yeah, when I would trim her bangs, I would save her red hair so she could down in the future go, this is what my hair color used to be before I started dyeing it. So, wait a minute. When did you get into a wreck? is it a recent wreck? I don't have my glasses. Oh, this ought to be entertaining. These big old white things. So I can read. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Rosie. Oh, okay. I do that in speech to text. That's why my speech to text sounds just terrible. Oh, okay. There's a guy with a Yamaha in a Walmart. Oh yeah. These are just, but I can see. Mm-hmm. Mine was the that chestnut brown with the red in the sunlight, and if I'm out in the sun too long, it starts turning red. Yarm like. So every time, since I carry the redhead gene, every time I dyed my hair, it went to red. But oh, Yamaka. Okay, there we go. Now I know with the gray hair, I could have pulled off being a blonde in high school. So Jesus. Yeah, they I wonder if they can hold my hair back. Hold this hair. No, probably not. I was hoping it'll hold these bangs back that I gotta cut, but no such luck. But they keep the bangs out of my eyes. So that helps. But my fire's going out. I do have the overhead light. Why is there such a weird glow above me? Yeah, a lot of people who have never seen my lives are gonna look at me and go, "What happened?" I'm just practicing for hopefully something I don't ever have to deal with. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to cut into my summer because I should be healed. Well, the ablation isn't nothing to be worried about, but I should have my this all healed up in time for summer. Actually, no, both of these are gonna have to heal up because this gets a lift and this one gets faulty. So yeah, thank you. It kind of keeps the stuff out of my eyes. Gotta remember to slow down and catch one of yours. Usually, I'm either watching something that's on for like 2 hours and I don't see any notifications. Um, yeah, I'm gonna make the bangs a little bit shorter. I gotta dig out anything but my sewing scissors. So, and this is slowly creeping off of here. I gotta find where my pins are so I can brush it out. And I think my sunshine's going bye-bye for the day. Yep. Who was telling me that there was a comedian that was talking about a gal who's had to go in and have hers fixed because they left an air gap in it, and every time you squeezed it, it made a squeaking noise. And I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. So hopefully, and I'm just getting I guess I'm getting a water bag. So I'm gonna this will be an interesting thing to, I guess, compare and contrast. If I go outside and I get cold, if the water bag stays colder than the fat side. So, uh, let's see. I spend a lot of time watching Slap Ham. Yeah, he's got a subreddit too, and they're either ghost videos or UFO videos. And he did a 9-hour live here a while back. Oh my God! Except it was most of his videos, so that was easy to. You didn't have to sit here for 9 hours. Yes, here. Let me see if I can find him, but I can't play him. But I can at least show you what to look for. Turn my volume off so it doesn't have a fit. Yeah, here we go. I'll share the page. And there we go. Whoops. Okay, there you go. Just get me out of it. Yeah. That's what to look for. Some of them you can sit there and go, oh my God, this is just this. There's a lady who her cupboards were opening and something else. And I'm like, why do you have your phone taking video of you in the kitchen? It looks like the phone's on the table leaning up against the wall, taking video of her in the kitchen, and then suddenly the cupboard doors open. I'm like, who does that? You know? So, yeah, I'm gonna put it on her to have her hold still. And Sophie, that's hilarious. Yeah, I used to have didn't have a lot of bangs growing up as a kid, but I did everything always parted on this side and swooped over, and I went through the hair across the eye until the doctor said don't do that. You're going to give yourself an eye infection. I went, okay, I'm done with that one then. But yeah. These puppies say, so I get them back in because fabric only. I got 2 of these. I got some longer ones too. I saw someone who took a little padlock and put it around it, so the kids couldn't use it to cut whatever else. But yeah, there's a lot. I would love to set up my GoPro in my living room, and at nighttime, to see what my little assholes are doing. He's on. Oh, I'm sorry. I piled a pillow on his bed because I still got to put stuff away. So he's sleeping on the floor. He was sleeping in the sunlight. Well, they ruin your fabric scissors. It dulls them. Somewhere I have really fine hair scissors, and I don't know where they went to. I'm sure they're at my bedside table. God dang, they were inexpensive, but Jesus, they work really slick. And I have shearings. I don't know where those disappeared to. Good haircut. Yeah. I had just regular scissors that my youngest decided, well, I have to trim my guitar strings. It's like, thanks, kid. I came in and my scissors, they had like little niches where the thicker strings were. I'm like, get some wire cutters instead. So, does it make pretty colors in the microwave? Was pelicans? I don't know, but we get them here once in a while. Evidently, there's a breeding ground for the white ones with the black tips on their wings in British Columbia. I saw one day and I'm like, wow, you really got blown off. This is not Florida. Oh, yeah. Cats will watch too. But yeah, we also have brown pelicans. Pelican scissors. Are you thinking of those little I don't think I have a pair. Embroidery scissors, those little tiny ones with the little birds on them. Because there's those. I don't have any. I haven't done embroidery in 30 years. I love doing embroidery. But what I did, that made my niece a big, huge baby blanket that was all embroidered and a little, was it the Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep prayer on it. And it was before I had children and no internet and no cable, because it didn't, God forbid, go down the extra 2 blocks off the main road. So, yeah. Sweet. Well, yeah, they're already toast, so, and they're still relatively sharp. Oh, yes, definitely illegal, but you could start a rave and start a park in the field, use those, and charge an entrance fee. Make a little money off of it before you get the ticket you have to pay off. So, oh, my son had a cast. My youngest fell off at 1.5 years. Fell off the lawn chair onto the patio. Well, Keith went into the house to answer the phone because I called, and he heard Steve fall and then didn't hear anything. So I thought, okay, he's okay. He's okay. Well, the poor child was crying so hard he wasn't making any noise. And so I made it home from the next town over, which is 17, 18 miles in 13 minutes. And it was just a green stick fracture. He's 1.5 years, but they casted him from here up to here. So after a while, he was only in it for 6 weeks, and his arm's stronger now than his left arm. But I'm in the kitchen and I hear my oldest yelling for me, Mom, Steve's hitting me. Steve's hitting me. And I come in and Steve's got that cast. Nathan's sitting on the floor. Steven's standing next to him with that cast on the top of his head going, wham, wham. I'm like, oh my God, Steven, no, don't do that to your brother. But yeah. Yeah, it was payback for the stuff he was going to have to endure from his older brother when they got older. So, yeah, mine. That's why I put on my little covers, fabric only. So, oh, okay. I can visualize it, but yeah, no. I know what pinking shears are. I don't have a pair of those, but I have an old pinking machine that I can run fabric through that'll do it. It's an old Singer from, I think, the 60s. It looks like this. Here. Oh, no wonder why it closed up so easy. The rest of the things are. There's your bed. I cleared it off. Oh, God. Just run your fabric underneath it and it cuts it. So I don't have shears, but I got the old Singer Weighs a ton. Comes with a C-clamp. So how did I get the evidence in the box? Yeah. Singer, a ball-bearing, hand-operated pinker. Adds a dainty finish to seams and edges. Found this in a yard sale for $5. Amazon, eBay, they want 100 and some. It's like, holy shit, I'll take one of those. Huh? Yeah, it is a bit of a kinky name, isn't it? Good Lord. Well, just the sound, even the sound of tearing aluminum foil. See if that shows up on mine so I can actually see, because I can't get links here on this. I didn't notify myself, so I can't get it fast enough. Okay, I don't need the noise. Oh, it's not a link. I thought it was. Yeah, you'll know with your, you can see it in the fabric when you cut it. So, I got some other scissors back there that I can't remember what they're called. Paola sent me the link, and they're really nice scissors. I really, really like them. But, all right, it's 2:24 at my end. So that'd be 5:24 at most other people's ends. So I should probably get going. Just the thought of cutting aluminum. Just, it's like on a chalkboard. All right, guys. I love you all. I'll be back tomorrow with another wig. One of these days, maybe I'll break out that box of other wigs. There's one that's really kind of a dirty gray that I really, really liked. And I swear to God, I gave my first one to my daughter-in-law to clean up and trim, and she deals with wigs, and I never saw it back. And she said, "You never," so I'm pretty sure she handed it off to somebody else to borrow and never saw it again. All right, guys. I love you all. I'll be back tomorrow with a fresh surprise, and actually one of the favorite wigs I have. So I'll say goodnight. All my love, Miss Dragon. Take care, guys. I'll see you all on the flip side. Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.